Here we go.
3, 2, 1, action!
Well, hello there. I suppose y'all are wondering what these five guys are doing. Well, in short, you could say that things were not well in River City. This here's a time of uncertainty. We ain't got no stable government, you see, in leadership. It's just been traded from one gang of misfits to another. If you ain't an outlaw, you ain't got a job. These here are dangerous times. Oh, and speaking of uncertainty, these guys here, they at the top of the list. Sure ain't much to cling to these days. But if you do find something, you best hold tight to it. That'll be your saving grace. Well, I suppose we should get to the story.
Man, we got trouble.
We got trouble?
Yeah, Red, we got trouble. Right here. That's right. Right here in River City.
Man, we got trouble.
Yeah, we got trouble.
And that starts with a T and that rhymes with P, and P stands for pool. Come on, y'all never heard that one? It's a classic. Ugh. Come on, guys.
I'm saying, guys, something's good.
Well, you ain't surprised, are you, Danny?
I ain't surprised. It's just, well,
Just a matter of time now.
What in tarnations are y'all talking about? If you ask me, things are fine and dandy.
You can't seriously believe that, can you, Red? I mean, look at us. We're just not the God-fearing outfit we used to be. Hey, guys.
What are you talking about? Things are going great. I don't hear anything going
Are
bad.
you kidding me, Red? It's our leadership. They do as they please, thinking the good Lord's gonna bail them out of every ungodly decision they make.
But isn't he? I mean, he's our good Lord, ain't he? I mean, don't I always hear y'all saying the good Lord's got a plan?
that's just it, Danny. The good Lord does have a plan. This your outfit ain't on it. These people are
Exactly
doing
like
what
I'm
they
saying.
want, when they want, how they want.
No.
They're doing his plan.
Like, seriously, guys.
I don't know what you're all talking about. I ain't heard nothing bad. I mean, and even if there was something bad, the good Lord's got a plan. He'll take care of us.
Guys!
What?
Wasn't someone supposed to be watching the games? Red, it was you again.
See, that's my point exactly. There ain't no need, there ain't no trouble, and even if there was, good Lord will take care of it, wouldn't he? I mean, seriously, what is there to be afraid of? There ain't nothing to be worried about. Oh, this is a joke, ain't it? It ain't Jesse, is it? Oh, that scoundrel. He's a buffoon, really. That buffoon, that ridiculous hat he wears, and that absurd belt buckle on his belt. I don't know where he got that. Some dollar store or something. He and his gang couldn't hurt a flea. I mean, seriously. See, Jesse, he's so ugly. It looked like his face caught on fire and someone tried to put it out with a hammer. Last time I saw someone that ugly, I had to pay an admission fee. Wait, this is a good one. If he were to speak his mind, he'd be speechless. I hear that his IQ is lower than his shoe size. Wait, no. And seriously, this is the best one. Who names their kid Jesse? I mean, if it's a boy, it's done. And if it's a girl, it's done. And I mean, in his case, the verdict is still out. What? What's behind me?
Howdy.
Oh, my bad.
So, you're a funny guy, huh? You like jokes, do ya?
Nah,
Well, the boss man ain't too fond of jokesters. Guess he'll have something special in mind for you.
What do you want, Jesse?
Well, it ain't much about what I want, but the boss man wants y'all as prisoners, so come with us real peaceful like and nobody will get hurt. Except maybe here.
Everybody run!
Hey, ain't no need to put up a fight, Red. All right, Jesse. We free. All right, guys, rope them up. We got a long ride ahead of us.
Yep, there wasn't much of a fight that day. Them River City boys knew this day was coming. They just didn't realize it was coming this soon. Jesse and his band of bandits marched poor old Danny, Michelle, Hannah, Sarah, and Red through the rain, the mud, and the blazing sun till they finally reached old Bill's outpost. That's right, old Wild Bill. Sure enough, he lived up to his name.
Everything will be all right. The place you're going is where I tells you.
I suppose y'all are wondering why you are standing in my presence. No! I did not ask you because I did not tell you to wonder. You no good, dirty, rotten, your beloved city slicker. Things are gonna get down like a rodeo clown, Jack. Do you talk when I tells you to talk? And you wonder when I tells you to wonder? You walk when I tells you to walk. You got it? See, today is your lucky day. Because me and my band of outlaws can't seem to find any opposition. We've done invaded the South. Yeah, Oh, and we done invaded the North, too. Too easy. And we done invaded the East and the West.
That was way too easy.
Well, I guess we're just tired of invading. Well, anyway, I am on a mission to set this here outfit into a state of civilized community. You there, do you know what a civilization is?
Yes, sir. An advanced state of human society in which a high level of culture, science, industry, and government has been reached.
That's, pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Well, yeah. Well, y'all are smart, ain't you? Yeah. In my day, I found out that there are 3 types of people in this world. Educated and uneducated. You got yourselves an education in that God-fearing school of yours. And that's why you're still alive. For you see, I have 4 leadership positions available. And it looks like one of yours ain't going to be necessary.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Didn't know there was a meeting today. It's not going to happen again.
That's right. Bertha! It won't!
On it, boss. Bertha, let's take a walk, you and I. Come on.
No!
Don't you run away! Well, looks like a leadership opportunity just became available. Well, looks like all of you are going to be necessary. Except for you. Drop down and give me 20. Y'all best understand something about me. Ain't nothing good here. Wanna know why? 'Cause I'm bad.
He's bad.
How bad?
Real bad.
How bad?
Super bad.
I'm bad. That's right, y'all. I'm all that. And a bag of chips. I was a player before they invented the game, Daddy. All right. Well, y'all better get some rest. Cause tomorrow I'm gonna work y'all no good. You yuppie loving city slickers. All right. Dismissed.
All right, y'all. Let's give thanks to the good Lord.
You can't be serious, can you?
Oh, come on, Red. It's been such a long day. Let's just pray and hit the side.
For what? To whom? What good can come from our current situation?
Red, perhaps us being here is one of the best things that can happen to us.
What in the world are you talking about, Danny? We are prisoners. What good can come from this predicament?
Just be thankful that you're alive.
We are prisoners. Why are we supposed to be thankful for that?
Just
God ain't abandoned us, Red.
Prove it.
Just look at where we came from, Red. Our own people have rejected the good Lord. Maybe this is the Almighty's way of putting us right back on track.
I don't see where you're going with that.
I don't remember reading anything in the good book about God not letting bad things happen to good people. In fact, God's people have been running into tough times ever since sin entered this world, Red.
I don't know. I don't got prayer in me. I don't feel like it.
It's not a feeling, Red. It's a knowledge and acceptance that the good Lord promises are true. He ain't abandoned us.
Well, it's not for me. Y'all have your prayer. I'm gonna get some sleep.
It was a lively prayer that night, giving thanks for safety and solitude. They didn't know what was going to come, but they somehow knew no matter the test, the good Lord, He would be with them. And that He was. The next day, it ended up just as Wild Bill had explained. Danny and friends had refused to eat gators and snakes and other fancy meats that Bill's posse had prepared for them, much to Jesse's chagrin. Nevertheless, when the time came for testing, these vegetable-eating city slickers put on quite a show. They competed in feats of strength. They also competed in tests of knowledge. Oh, and let's not forget, they competed in tests of endurance. And just about everything that had been thrown at them, Danny and the boys had outwitted, outsmarted, and outlasted their competitors. None of these results were unnoticed by Wild Bill. Dare I say it seemed that Bill was nearly proud of these youngins. Sure enough, old Danny, Haney, Sarah, Mitchell, and yes, even Red were well ahead of their opposition. They knew it was only because of the good Lord. But Red, well, he still quite hadn't come to terms yet.
Oh! No! Jesse! Jesse! I'm trying to... Jesse!
What's the matter, Ralph?
Get on! Get my brain trust together now!
All right,
Help me up!
Okay. All right, Dave, no, get up, yeah. Come on, unless you want to go find Bertha. Be with her.
Taking a nap?
Get up, yeah. Come on. Get going.
Yes, sir. What can we do, yes, sir?
Can't find good help.
All right. All right, I had a dream. It was terrible. I need you to tell me what it meant.
You bet, sir. I love these games. You tell me your dream and we'll tell you what it meant.
All right. So, I was sleeping. Got it? I was sleeping. And then I was... Yes, sir. Wait. Aren't you my smart people? My brain trust? Ain't you got your sales and education?
Yeah, we do, sir. Yes,
Well.
sir. Top of the class. That's what you pay us for.
You get paid? Fine. Well, I need you all to prove it. I need you to tell me what I dreamt and what it meant.
You can't be serious. No one never asked us to do something like that before.
Well, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, can.
Yes, joking. Do you still got your weapon on you?
Oh, I always got it.
Great. Kill them! Kill every one of them numbskulls with an education! Oh, I'll teach you not to mess with me. I sting like a butterfly and punch like a flea.
Sir, wait.
What is it, Bob? Don't make me prove that I'm bad.
He's bad! No, no,
Old Danny boy. I heard he can do it.
Oh, you best be right, or it's your head on a plate, Jack. Jack, what are you waiting for? Come on.
Danny boy, old man needs to see you. Come on, don't be waiting. Let's go, people. The boss is waiting.
Oh, Danny. All right, you got one shot. And if you value your life, you best answer correctly. I need you to tell me what I dreamt and what it meant. Can you do it? Nope. Jesse, I'm fixing to see a bloodbath. All right.
But, there's a God in heaven who can't.
Well, you best be right. Well, go on.
Something happened here which isn't easily explained. You see, old Danny, he prayed to the good Lord, and the good Lord was listening. Danny went on to tell the king about the image in his dream that had caused him so much grief. And through the power of the Lord, Danny explained to Wild Bill that the head in that image represented Bill's very own outfit of bandits. He went on to explain that the rest of the image represented the other outfits that would take over in the future, and that eventually God would establish his own kingdom, which would last forever. Well, old Wild Bill wasn't initially too fond of this God that old Danny and his friends kept talking about. But after this, things started to change a little bit. In fact, for a time, Bill demanded that everyone follow Danny's God. Now, as for Red, well, let's just say the good Lord was working on that boy.
Wow.
I'm in awe. I mean, I don't know how you did that. How did you?
Know the interpretation?
Yeah. How did you know?
I didn't.
What? You didn't know? You mean you just risked all of our lives?
I didn't, Red. The good Lord did.
How can you be so sure? I mean, if you'd misspoken, if you'd said something wrong, if you'd even burped,
Because the good Lord promised it, Red. Don't be so quick to forget how the good Lord has provided you in the past, and like he's still fixing to provide for us in the future too.
I know. It's just hard to see all those old stories that you always talk about as more than just, well, stories.
The good book says, and we know that God works for that in all things. We know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. So knowing that, Red, we know that good things can come from
Bad situations.
That's right. And following the good Lord doesn't mean prosperity. I mean, that sometimes it means times gonna get real tough. But it's okay, because we have some others don't.
Such as
Hope.
hope in what?
Eternity. That one day all this pain, sickness, suffering, it'll all be gone.
How can you even think of that in our current predicament?
How can you not, Red? The good Lord don't just love us, Red. He loves old Wild Bill, too.
Wow. I guess I ain't even thought of that yet.
It ain't our job to be the potter, Red. We're just the clay. Despite all this, the good Lord's got a plan.
I suppose it's hard to argue with that, seeing what's just happened. So what do we do now?
Well, Wild Bill sent me up on an errand. He's got some business down, or he's got some construction to take care of at the plains.
I wonder what that's all about.
Well, I'm sure you'll find out soon enough.
Guess so.
One could easily say that things were going well for old Wild Bill. His new recruits had proved themselves over and over to the point where his little community, well, it ain't little no longer. For a while things seemed to be going pretty smooth, but only for a while. Things around these parts are fixing to get interesting, Jack.
Hey guys, how are things?
Hey, Danny. Can't complain. Dare I say it? Things are better here than there was in our old outfit.
You know, I was just thinking the same thing.
How can you even say that? This ain't home.
Well, come on, Red. We got food, we got jobs. Things really ain't that bad.
It also ain't River City.
Hey, Michelle, you know what this place kind of reminds me of?
I knew you was gonna say it. Me too.
Oklahoma.
Where the wind comes sweeping down the plain.
Oh yeah, the waving wheat.
It sure smells sweet when the wind comes sweeping down the plain.
Come on, guys, you gotta say what are you doing that to me?
Well, anyway, it ain't home, but it ain't bad.
And God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
God is good.
Oh, so y'all know that one, do ya?
Well, if it ain't my prize, young squires, I can't thank you enough for all the good you've been doing around here. Things have been rolling like a tumbleweed, Rick.
Aw, thanks, Billy.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you. No, I'm just kidding, Red. You're doing good, too. Well, yes, can I have a word?
Sure, boss.
Got a job for you, Danny.
Sure thing, whatever you need.
Well, I know that you're my best man and my most trusted leader. I wouldn't give this job to just anyone.
Oh, thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to serve you. We're gonna do you, bro.
All right, well, I got some business with some traders down south, and I need you to go down there to get things rolling with them.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Well, I haven't told you where yet. I'm sending you to a godforsaken place with snakes, mud, mosquitoes, and missing teeth.
You don't mean
That's right, Kentucky.
Kentucky?
It's all right. It's all right. You'll love Ohio and you'll love Indiana. Just get back as soon as you can. They're waiting for you.
Will do, sir.
All right. Dismissed.
Well, how'd it go?
He bought it.
Now, why in the world did you send him to that undesirable, misfortunate place?
Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky.
Well, things have been going good, haven't they?
Abundantly.
And I've treated those newbies with all sorts of graciousness, haven't I?
Absolutely.
And things in this here community have been growing by leaps and bounds, haven't they?
Undeniably.
Well, that's just it.
What's it, sir?
In order to establish your authority, you have to lay down the law. And I reckon that there are people in this here community that think that I have gone soft.
Really? So, what are you thinking?
Well, I've treated those God-fearing kids of ours with all sorts of graciousness, so I think they deserve to be in their rightful place.
Sir?
Tomorrow, I'm going to unveil a surprise.
Now, that sounds mighty exciting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it will be. And that's a fact check.
So now I'm still a little unclear as to why Danny had to leave.
Well, Danny, I don't know. Yeah, I think he's too rigid in his beliefs to appreciate what I'm doing.
Well, if you say so, boss.
Right. Tomorrow at noon, I want you to gather all the people together into the town square. And I want you to tell them to bring their cowboy boots and their cowboy hats and all they need for a hoedown. Tell them we're going to have the party of the decade.
Now, that sounds like a bunch of fun, sir.
No, it will be. All right. Dismissed.
I'll be happy to make the arrangements.
So it happened just as Bill had requested. As Danny Boy was heading south, much commotion ran through the town about the upcoming party in the town square. Most tried to guess what the big surprise was all about. Nobody quite knew what to expect, especially Danny's friends. Oh well, best stop talking. Looks like they're about to get this shindig on the road.
Attention! All you city folk who are much less important than myself. Greetings and salutations. Now, I know that I'm not a man of the people, but let me just put those little quibbles of yours to rest. I'm not gonna help you. I don't give a hoot. And that's a fact, Jack. Well, I know that there has been some growth and prosperity over these last few years, and I just want to remind y'all why there is a reason for all of this.
Diet and exercise. Washing behind your ears.
Fiscal responsibility or counting carbohydrates?
No! Me! Because of me!
Makes sense.
All right. I just want y'all to know why it's all because of me. You remember those years back when I had those dreams? Well, I was given this message by God that there would be outfits that would come after my own and take over. Well, here's what I have to say to that. This here outfit will last forever! This is where you laugh. And you shout and you cheer. I, you, present to you the statue symbolizing my eternal prosperity, made out of solid gold. Jesse, what happened to the solid gold?
I'm sorry, boss. I could have swore you said entirely in gold. But I mean, he does look kind of fly, though.
Why didn't you just ask the reputation?
I'm sorry, boss, but again, in my defense, it's pretty hard to come by gold in these here pots. I done nearly melted half of Ike, Jane, Doc, and Bot's teeth just to make the bling.
Yeah, you kinda did. Jesse, remind me to punish you when all this is over.
Yes, sir. When now?
No matter. In order for y'all to show allegiance to none other than myself, I want you to line dance when you hear the sound of the fiddle and the banjo and the percussion ensemble. This will show your eternal allegiance to none other than myself. Worship me. I'm the one who's gotten you this far, and I'm the one who's going to take this outfit into eternity. Oh, and if you don't, you're going to be thrown into the blazing fire, Jake. Just get it. It has come to my attention that there were some who weren't dancing. Now, I'm generous, and I'll be willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you forgot the steps. We are going to start the music again. And when the music stops, you best be dancing, or that fire's going to be burning y'all's hides. You got it? Yes. Hit it.
Guys, we gotta dance. At least like pretend like you're scraping dung off your shoes or something. I mean, it needs to happen anyway. They won't know the difference. Seriously, just do the dance. Don't kill yourselves.
Man, we can't do what he's asking us to do.
What are you talking about? Are you saying you're gonna let yourself get killed?
If that's what comes, let it come. Perhaps this is the time that God has provided for us to live as His example.
Or die by it?
Well, if it comes to that, then yes.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Seriously, guys, just scrape that dung off your shoes, okay? Just pretend. I mean, there's cow dung everywhere. It needs to happen. Come on, just...
Stop the music! How dare you? Have I not been good to y'all? Have I not made you leaders of these people here? Oh, and now you openly defy me in front of all the city folk. Defend yourselves.
We don't need to defend ourselves to you, sir.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, you do.
Even if you throw us into the fire, our God is able to deliver us.
Even if our God doesn't deliver us, there's no way we'd bow down to you or that weird cowboy thing.
Yes, they will, sir. They'll dance for the cowboy. I promise you. I will.
I've heard enough. Jesse. Keep it up. I had plans for y'all, but now you've done false my head. And that goes for all y'all as well. I will use this as an example today. If any of y'all do anything, I will throw you into the fire. It's on, my Donkey Kong dick. Throw him in.
Dance, dog.
Jesse, is it done yet?
Well, not really, sir.
Well, shouldn't I be hearing some screaming or screeching by now?
Well, usually yes, but
Well, hurry it up. Light a fire under it.
well, Bill, sir, I think you should take a look at this.
Oh, what? No, I don't want to look at that. Oh, I'm not good with blood and guts. Just saying those words makes me uneasy.
Well, that ain't quite what I mean, sir.
Well, what is it?
Well, I ain't never been good at numbers, but
Well, what?
Can we throw 3 men in there?
Oh, wait. Did we forget Red?
No, sir, I'm right here, sir. I'm right here. I was paying some.
Sir, there are 4 men in there, and one of them looks like it's like that god they keep talking about.
What? Let him out. Let him out now! Open the door! Sarah! Hannah! Michelle! Get out of there!
All right, you heard them all. Get go!
Oh, but it's so hard!
Go now!
I shouldn't have danced.
Not a scratch on them.
Their clothes aren't even burst up.
Impossible.
Can't leave.
Praise. Praise be to the God of Sarah, Hannah, and Michelle. What else can be said? Instead of worshiping my image, they were saved by the hand of the Almighty. Praise be to the God of Sarah, Hannah, and Michelle.
And me.
Y'all listen up. If you value your lives, you best listen. The law is simply this. If y'all says anything against the God of Sarah, Hannah, and Michelle, well, you're going to have to be cut into pieces.
Sir, that's mighty strict.
And your house will be burned to rubble.
Sir, I think the first was fine.
And your big toe will be removed with a pickaxe.
Sir, this is going way too far.
Oh, and you'll be forced to wear skinny jeans.
All right, now that one's pretty darn fair, but still.
And your relatives will have to be moved to Kentucky.
Sir, it's been a long day. Let's go.
Guys, I thought I'd lost you. Y'all were right. Again.
The good Lord has a plan, Red.
Even if we don't always see it.
But rest assured, He's always with us. Get over here, you big wub. Come on, Red. Oh, hey, Danny.
All right, there we go.
Got back here so good. You aren't gonna believe what I've been through in Kentucky.
Oh, is that
It'll
yeah.
blow your mind.
Sure, yeah.
I can't wait to tell you. Whew, so, what you guys been up to? Bet you've been bored out your mind, huh?
It's a bit of a long story. Yeah, why don't you tell us yours first?
I was hoping you'd say that. Okay, so like everyone in Kentucky owns a wagon, but like none of them have wheels. And you know how our grass is kind of greenish?
Yeah.
Well, theirs is straight brown with a hint of blue. And oh, did I mention they all be missing teeth?
Well, you probably heard the expression that some of us just need to learn the hard way. Well, I reckon that might have originated here with old Wild Bill. Nonetheless, he did learn not to mess with them River City folk no more. They were dedicated to their God and real men of character. The good Lord was still working on old Wild Bill, but as you're about to see, he still had a bit of work to do. Come to think of it, don't we all?
No. No, no, no. Whoa. Jesse! Jesse, it happened again. Whoa. Jesse, Jesse. Oh. Get all them educated folks together. Go get it. Doc, get up. Barton, even Red.
Get up now. Get up. Bunch of lazy, beating behinds up now. Come on, boss needs you. Get.
Yes, sir.
Get up there.
It's happened again. I had another drink. Okay, on that. Oh, forget it. Jesse, go get Danny. These buffoons can't help him.
Did you just call us a...
I think he was talking to you. I dreamed a dream in time gone by. When hope was high,
Life worth living?
I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed a dream in time gone by.
All right, Wildfield. I got Danny.
no, I'm Danny. You're here and I don't have to put up with these numbskulls no more. They're dumber than a box of rocks. Well, anyway, I had another dream. Can you interpret it for me?
Nope.
Okay, I know that you're God king.
You're getting the hang of it, Jack.
Okay, so I was sleeping.
You've noticed by now, old Bill, he's a complicated character. Some days he praised the good Lord, Danny and his friends, and other days he just wanted to praise himself. Come to find out, this dream foretold that he was fixing to lose his mind for 7 years. If he didn't repent. Well, he didn't. It's kind of embarrassing to tell you this, but for 7 years, old Wild Bill, he acted like he was a cow. He done near lost it, roaming the hills, eating grass, rolling in the mud. But sure enough, those 7 years came and ended, and Bill finally came to. You'd think after so many ups and downs that he'd finally get it, wouldn't you? Well, I guess the same could probably be said about you and me too, huh? Nope, old Bill wasn't a young man no more. He learned a few things, mostly about fearing God and giving Him glory.
Hey, Gramps, how you doing?
Oh, well, if it ain't my little whippersnapper. Where's that father of yours, anyway?
Oh, Dollar Dolphin and Band Aloes, all as well, son.
Oh, well, that sounds like, that sounds like him. You want some?
That?
Oh, that's just a little habit I picked up from the Looney days. Kind of developed a taste for it.
What was that like for your pop?
Well, I don't really remember. I just remember waking up after 7 years and my mental capacity coming back. There, I wrote a prayer right then and there. Want to hear it?
Actually, no.
Okay, well, no. His dominion is an eternal dominion, and his kingdom endures for generations, and all the people of the earth are as nothing. And his power reigns over the heavens and the people of the earth, and no one can say to him, I will hold back your hand and say, what have you done? Hey, wake up! Someday, Sonny, this here chain is gonna be yours. I've done a lot of crazy things in this here outfit. A lot of them crazier than eating grass.
That's kind of hard to imagine.
Don't forget to bring praise to the one true God. There in us the King.
Whatever you say, Bob.
No, seriously, Sonny. I want you to understand. I need you to bring praise to him. Don't bring praise and glory to yourself. It's a dead end. It's a bottomless pit. It's a death trap. Yes, son. Worse. Son, promise me you'll bring honor and glory to the one true God.
Whatever you say, Gary.
No, promise me, Sonny. Promise me. Say those words.
I promise, Clarence.
All right. Out of it. Well, I'm gonna go take a nap in the mud. See you later, Sonny. Don't forget what we talked about. Got it?
What's the matter, Billy?
I just had to sit through a lecture with that old geezer.
Oh, your grandpa? He ain't a bad man. I mean, he's had some bad days, but he's learned some valuable lessons.
There's a couple bricks short of a pile if you ask me.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
A couple sandwiches short of a picnic.
Well, I mean, he's had his bad days, but he's done pretty good otherwise.
A couple fruit loops short of a bowl.
Oh, come on now, that's not very nice.
He's so dumb he asked for a price tag at a dollar store.
Okay, that can happen to any of us.
He's so dumb. He failed a blood test.
Okay, that ain't physically possible.
He's so dumb he tried to put M&M's in alphabetical order.
Well, okay, that was kind of funny. But you're missing the point.
Apparently I'm not alone.
See, your grandpa, old Wild Bill, he has had some bad times, but he's learned some valuable lessons. He's learned to serve God. You see, Billy, someday this chair is going to be yours. You're going to be leading this here outfit, and you got to know
Yeah,
how to
I've heard that
listen.
one before. Gotta go.
Listen. Well, learn not to forget things either. Poor kid. Poor kid. I guess some people just gotta learn the hard way. Yeah, I know, Lord. Me too.
Well, I wish I had good news for you. Time came and time went. In just a few years, Billy had laid to rest his dear old grandpa. He never did find time to listen to him. And instead of things getting better, things got worse. Much worse. Billy's dad was off on another mission and he left Billy in charge, and you know what they say. When the parents are away, the children will play. And that's exactly what Billy was planning to do.
Sir, I bring urgent news. We must
Did I permit you to speak?
Sir, we ain't got
I
time.
said, did I permit you to speak?
No, sir.
Well, don't then.
Sir, again, I must insist.
I'd like to say, if you'd like to keep that head on top of your shoulders, you best shut that trap of yours right now. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Before you leave, I reckon I have a question for you.
Sir?
Do you still have all them valuables we left in them churches in River City?
Yeah. Somewhere in storage, I'm certain.
Let's take them out.
For what purpose?
I've grown sick and tired of these people in this River City outfit talking about that God of theirs. It's time to put that God in his rightful place.
Sir?
Out of existence. We're gonna hold a party. Bring the ladies, bring the beverages, bring the music. This is gonna be epic. The party of the century.
Sir, I'll be happy to arrange all this, but again, I must permit me to explain.
How I'm gonna take the head off your shoulders?
No, sir, I'll make the arrangements.
My, how things might have been different. Jesse, he really did have some news of great urgency, but Billy had decided to listen to another voice that night, his own. And as the arrangements were made for the guests and they were making their way to the get-together, there was an enemy band of bandits already at the gate. That's exactly what Jesse was hoping to tell him, but nonetheless, young Billy wasn't gonna hear it. The whole town was invited to come, well, except for, as you could guess, Danny, Sarah, Hannah, Mitchell, and Red. As you can probably imagine, this situation probably felt somewhat familiar to the five from River City. Oh, we best not be late. It's fixing to get interesting.
This is stronger. I think they put something in it. Don't you have to see? I do too. They're stronger than apple cider. Hey. How are y'all doing today? Woo! Oh, that's all right. Attention, everybody. I got an announcement to make. It's gonna be slicker than snot on a glass doorknob. We got some around here who praise the God of the River City folk. Well, tonight I'd like to initiate something else. I'd like to praise the God of gold. I'd like to praise the God of silver. I'd like to praise the God of beer and wine. You wanna know why? I'm bad. He's bad. How bad? Kind of bad. How bad? Sort of bad. I'm bad. Yeehaw! What is that? All right, what is it?
Don't waste your time, boss. I'll go get Danny.
Fine, just go, hurry! This is bad.
How bad? How bad? Super bad. This is bad.
Shut it! You. I remember you. You're that no-good city-slipping yuppie my grandpa always used to talk about.
Right now, he's the only one who can help us, Billy.
What is this? What does it mean? Give me, I'll tell you anything. I'll give you anything you want. Money, ladies, just tell me what it means.
Billy, you can keep your gifts and give your rewards to someone else.
How dare you?
Let him speak, Billy.
Your grandfather and I, we go way back. He was a good man. The Lord blessed him above all others until his pride got the best of him. He was full of pride. But he was then made to live like a cow for 7 years.
Yes, I know. The wall, please.
But then he was restored. And he once again praised the one true God.
What is this? A history lesson?
Billy, you have not heard the truth. You have not the word of God. By opposing his name, who holds your life in his hands. The wall reads, Mene, Tekel, Parsin, which means the Lord has numbered your days and brought them to an end. You have been weighed and found wanting. This here outpost has been given way. Behold, your enemy is at the gate right now.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
No matter, Red is on gate duty right now. He would have warned us if anything bad had happened.
Boss, I'm not here. I thought Ike was on gate duty.
Sorry, sir, Cap. Forgot about gates.
What does this mean?
It means we're dead. We're dead. How dead? We're dead. How dead? We're dead. We're dead.
Huh? How are we still alive? Oh, dear.
Red Nick, I presume. Please, if I wanted to catch you, you would have lost a long time. You must be the famed Five from River City. Beautiful place. I reckon a lot has changed since you've been there last.
How did you know?
Your name?
He's like a mind reader.
Well, you know what they say. Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe that we are enemies.
No, sir. We're friends. We're best of friends, sir. We're the
I need people of character on this here outfit. For you guys, this is your guy. Danny, you most of all. People need foundation. We live in a world of instability. People need stability. They need foundation. I can appreciate that.
Why, thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Y'all work for Bill, y'all gonna work for me now.
It would be an honor, sir. Thank you, sir. We humbly accept.
Well, it's been a long day. Better get some shut-eye. Right up early in the morning.
Unbelievable. Simply unbelievable.
What's that, Red?
I just don't get it. I mean, first, we were supposed to die when Jesse and the Wild Bills gang came and took us. And then we were supposed to die when no one could interpret the dream. And then we were supposed to be killed when y'all didn't dance to that golden cowboy thing. And now he comes in. It's just
It's just crazy to think of how far we've come.
it's just downright unbelievable.
If I had a nickel.
I know. I just stand in awe of the good Lord.
Yeah, trusting the Lord. It ain't just stripping ourselves. True. I mean, remember back when y'all stood y'all's ground in front of that golden statue? Just think of how many people must have stood their ground that day after y'all.
The good Lord is the master of physicians.
You just gotta be faithful all the time.
It's true. So what do we do now? I mean, I suppose we might as well go meet our new captives.
Don't look like we got much of a choice in the matter.
It's true. Let's go.
Yep. That very night, old Wild Bill's outfit fell. You would have thought they could have at least put up a fight. But nonetheless, the River City Five again found themselves conquered, captured, and placed in positions of authority. We should all be so lucky. But those good times wouldn't last. There is an enemy at work, and well, he don't take too many days of vacation. Nevertheless, the good Lord continued to carry out his plan through the River City Five. Sure enough, things happened just as Old White had predicted. The conquered River City Five again became the leaders of this here new outfit. It didn't necessarily come without a cost. Well, let's just say not everybody was happy with that executive decision.
Man, I sure am glad that Danny's always there for us. Can you believe he just is back in town taking care of all the business that we're supposed to be doing right now?
What would we do without that guy?
I don't know what we'd
I
do
don't
without
even know
that
it.
Responsible.
He's so great.
Danny.
He was a great man. I mean, remember the other day we had forgotten all of our duties. We left all our paperwork a mess. Dropping things left and right. We just couldn't hold up what we were doing. And there goes Danny. He's just back there filing out everything for us.
Never leaves us hanging. Not ever.
Not there. I'm always impressed with that man.
Yeah, Danny's awesome.
I don't know what. He's been such a good example too. Always following the Lord, showing me which way to go.
Giving us this time for fresh air.
Yes. It's a great time.
Maybe we should just take a second and breathe.
All right, everybody.
Let's do it together. Couple more. Good stuff.
Yeah.
What is your favorite color?
Well, contrary to popular belief, it's not actually green.
Would it maybe be strawberry blonde?
It actually is strawberry blonde. How did you know that?
That's a random guess.
It's like a mind reader. That's true. Hey guys, remember when we first met?
No.
Oh, you don't? Remember back in grade school, we was all in the country school together.
I don't have a very good memory.
That one
Too much
schoolhouse.
go out in the country, eating that paste.
We wasn't supposed to eat that paste. We were supposed to glue down our stuff with that.
And that stuff never stuck.
So smart.
That's right there, actually.
Well, you sure did. You had a good idea of what was going on. You know who was always the smart one?
Danny.
Danny was always, whenever we would miss our homework, he would always be there. He would run in just at the last moment.
Was it something like, hey, Danny, or something like that?
Hey, Danny
Some
boy.
real
It was,
clever.
it was, hey,
Oh,
Danny
yeah.
boy.
Hey, Danny boy. Maybe we should practice. We should say
do
that.
We should all practice that together. When was the last time we did that?
All right, let's do
Ready?
it.
On three. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Danny boy. You guys, I think
It wasn't
we
loud
should do
enough.
all
It
of us
wasn't loud enough. We all need to
All
be
of us together.
louder.
You guys ready?
Ready? 1,
2, 3.
No.
Not loud enough. One more time.
Louder. 1, 2, 3.
Where's our main man?
Danny's coming to this. Danny was coming to this.
Oh, Danny.
Oh, Danny.
He wouldn't
Oh, I
miss
love
a
Danny. Let's go get that. Oh,
All right, let's go.
oh, look at that. You even got your jacket, Sarah. I knew he was up to something.
All right, now where are we looking for now?
Sure enough, things happened just as Old White had predicted. The conquered River City Five again became the leaders of this here new outfit. It didn't necessarily come without a cost. Well, let's just say not everybody was happy with that executive decision.
You know, I'm not really sure why we're out here. I feel like there's a few other good things we could be doing, although Danny might have done them all for us anyway.
Well, I ain't complaining. It's been years since I've been on a good bear hunt.
Looky!
And sometimes I just don't get it.
It's a bear hunt.
Well, anyway, I called for this here hunt. I figured it was good for us to get together again, get some of that nice fresh air, just like the old times before we had our desks and jobs.
That's true, and
and
I'm really glad
all
we're
that
all
boring
together
stuff.
again.
Y'all, look yonder.
What is it? I don't see anything.
Why, it's a doe. A deer. A female deer.
Don't see it. I think that's pesticide.
Oh, would you look at that, Ray? A drop of golden sun.
It's really cloudy right now. Who said that?
Me, a name I call myself.
I called it.
He's pretty far. That's a long, long way to run.
Still don't see that deer that you're looking at. I'm blind.
Oh, I just tear my jacket. Got it sewed up, sewn it with a needle and thread.
La 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 la.
I could really go for some tea. A drink with jam and bread. And, jam and bread. Yeah.
And that will bring us back to do. Oh, come on, guys. It's not fun.
What a weirdo.
Why don't y'all just watch it? Come on, guys. But seriously, why are we out on this bear hunt anyway?
Oh, I don't know. Some project for Wyatt's men. They're always up to something. Oh, hey, shh. Look, guys. I bet it worked. Get this old bear den fixed up all nice so it's here. Yeah, not very great. All right, we got it. Woo, we got a bear. Good catch. Good morning, sir.
Well, howdy there, Jackie. What can I do you for?
Well, sir, we've been thinking that you are an honorable man.
Honorable man.
Well, thanks, Helga. I tried to do my best.
We know you do, sir. And we've got ourselves a plan to help the people recognize all that you've done for them.
Well, sounds good to me.
All right. Well, with that being said, we have a few questions for you.
Shoot.
All right. So, is it true that what you said goes?
Yeah.
You're the next contestant. Come on down.
Where?
And that your word should be law.
Yeah.
How about a new wagon?
What does that have to do with
So, people should pay allegiance to you and none other?
Yeah, I
And-
think.
Oh, wait, that's not all. Let's look behind door number 2.
So truthfully, your word is law and cannot be changed.
And if you don't say that, it can't be undone?
I guess it makes
Doors
sense.
are alive.
That ain't even a question.
So people should pay homage to you, and only you.
I believe so.
Question. Before they
You're just not making any sense.
So if someone were to pay homage to someone or something should be done.
I think so.
Hey,
It's a trap!
How do you tell when you're sour cream like that?
I don't even eat sour cream.
So if somebody pays homage to somebody else, his life would be forfeit?
Absolutely, but I think.
Wait, what if there were no hypothetical questions?
Do you agree to all that we have said here today?
I think so.
All right then. Well then, you just gotta sign this paper right here, and we'll all be set.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. This is to clean your
Save
winning.
your signature to claim your winning.
Cool, what I win.
No, well, it's a good day, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you,
Have a
for
good night, sir.
everything.
Bye. What in the blazes just happened?
Lord, I confess my sins and the sins of my people. May I be a servant, Lord. You the potter. It ain't about me, Lord. It's about you. May I live to be an example to others. In your holy precious name I do pray. Amen.
Oh, Danny boy.
Oh, good evening, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm amazing, actually. Couldn't be better.
Oh, praise the Lord. Praise the good Lord. I ain't doing too bad myself. What can I do you for?
Well, we've got a small matter of business that requires your attention.
All right. Can I see you in the court in the morning?
Well, it requires your immediate attention.
All right. I'm down. Everything all right?
In a matter of speaking, we just got a few loose ends to tie up.
All right. Oh, what's going on?
You have to come with us.
Hey, what? You gotta be kidding me.
Sergeant, this way.
Alright. I'll just cross the I and dot the T and I'll head home lickety split. Just 1 second, I'll be right with you. What can I do you for? What in the blazes?
No, hold your horses, sir. Hold your horses.
Have you lost your mind, Jackie? How dare you question me?
It ain't up to us, sir.
You guys better have a real good explanation. I'll have my Blackhawks up here and teach you a lesson in manners. They'll kick you into next week.
Sir, you are a law-abiding man, ain't you?
To the letter.
Well, this here man done broken the law.
Yep.
Danny? He's the most innocent man I've met in my whole life. He ain't done a thing wrong ever.
Well, sir.
We caught Danny here praying to his God just this evening.
And he does that 3 times a day, 24/7. What else is new?
Well, praying to his God, that's like paying homage. And you see, paying homage is paying something besides to you. He's paying homage to somebody besides you.
And
So that's breaking the law.
what
You
law?
said it yourself right here. That's what you signed. And you know, sir, if you don't obey the law, I reckon that'll go over like a pregnant pole vaulter if you catch my drift. Just saying.
Pregnant pole vaulter.
That's
a good one. Y'all were asking so many questions.
Sir, if you look, it's got your own signature from your own hand. Ain't nothing that can be done.
Sir, we have already taken the liberty to arrange for the execution.
Jake, why don't you do the honors?
My pleasure. My pleasure. So, we are going to be throwing him into the den of lions! Lions!
Jackie, this here's the Midwest. We ain't got no lions. What you thinking? That we just go to the nature centers and get us a pair?
What is it then? Alright, Jackie, try it again. One more time.
We're going to be throwing him into the newly finished den of bears! Bears!
Alright, let's go.
It was a long and lonely night for White. It ain't fun being hoodwinked, especially when it costs you the life of your friend. Old White didn't sleep. He didn't eat. He spent the night thinking of his friend. He hoped that this God that Daniel kept talking about was all he was made out to be. Finally, that night would come to an end, and the new day would come.
Danny! Danny, are you alive? Has your God saved you, Danny? Please answer me, Danny! Answer me, please!
Wyatt, may you live forever, my friend.
Danny! He's alive! Michael! Michael, get him out now, man! There ain't a scratch on you, Danny. I can't believe it. Your God is the one true God. Y'all listen up. I hereby make a new law. Y'all must give reverence to the God of Danny. He is the one true God. His acts of mercy are in the heavens and in the earth. His kingdom will never fall. Fear God and give him the glory. As for you, I reckon it's time to taste of your own medicine.
It was his idea.
Back up! All
I'm really misunderstanding, guys. Y'all gonna be nice to us like you were to Danny.
We're dead.
We're dead.
How dead?
Real dead. I'm not.
I know. It's kind of hard to believe, but it's true. The good Lord protected Daniel that night. His fame spread throughout the city. But as you probably already guessed, old Danny was never much for fame. He loved his God, and his God loved him. Speaking of that, you best listen. You ain't gonna want to miss what happens next. I know. It's kind of hard to believe, but it's true. The good Lord protected Daniel that night. His fame spread throughout the city. But as you probably already guessed, old Danny was never much for fame. He loved his God, and his God loved him. Speaking of that, you best listen. You ain't gonna want to miss what happens next.
sins and the sins of my people. Lord, may I live to be an example. For you are the potter, Lord, and I'm the clay. In your holy precious name I do pray.
Amen.
Whoa! Oh!
Oh, come on, Danny. Get back up. I'm Gabriel. I'm just a fellow servant of the Lord, just like you.
It's you. I didn't recognize you. You've been in my dream. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to forgive, Danny. How are you?
Oh, I'm getting old, Gabriel. I don't know what I'm supposed to be getting. These visions, they're getting more and more difficult.
They're dreams for the final times, the end of the world, for God's remnant people.
I understand. I do. I just wonder.
Why you?
Exactly.
It's because that you fear God and you give Him glory.
I do, but I'm such a sinner.
But you fear God and you give Him the glory.
I do.
Daniel, you know this as good as anyone else, maybe even better. It's never been about you. It's never been about your strength. It's never been about your wisdom or how good you are at your job. At the end of the day, God's strength is made perfect in your weakness. You know that better than anyone else.
Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah. It's just, my heart's heavy, Gabriella. Can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Will I ever make it back to River City?
I'm afraid not, Daniel. The Lord still has a purpose for you to be here.
I thought so. I just decided a long time ago I'm not going to store my treasures down here. I'm storing them up in heaven.
That's a wise decision, my friend. We're very proud of you.
Thank you. So, Gabrielle, let's get to it. What brings you here today?
Well, you know the prayer that you were just praying?
Yeah?
When you started praying, the Lord sent me out with a word to tell you. Because you are highly esteemed, my friend.
Wow. Thank you, Gabrielle. I don't think there's ever been a better compliment being given. So, what's the word?
Well, Daddy, how good is your math?
I'd say above average.
Well, you know the 2300 day dream that you were having? The dream about the rams and the goats?
Oh, one thing, the rams and the ghosts. Ghosts.
Well, get this. The dream that you just had about 70 weeks, they both have the same starting date. And it's going to go on and on.
It ain't too often you get to talk directly to an angel. I'll tell you what, that's something special. But God didn't finish His work with Daniel. There are still Billies and Wyatts and Ikes and Jessies and Dogs in this world who need to know about the hope that we have in the good Lord. God is still working through people like you and me to reveal His love to others. I don't know about you. I think Joshua said it best. As for me and my house, we're gonna serve the Lord. And that's how our story of the River City 5 comes to an end.
I believe you now. I've come too far, and I won't go back to how it was. Created for a place I never know. Yeah, this is home. Now I'm finally where I belong, where I belong. Yeah, this is home. I've been searching for a place of my own. Now I've found it, maybe this is home. Yeah, this is life over misery. I see the enemy, and I won't go back to how it was. And I got my heart set on what happens next. I got my eyes wide open and over, yes, we are miracles, and we're not alone. Yeah, this is home. Now I'm finally where I belong, where I belong. Yeah, this is home. I've been searching for a place of my own. Now I've found it, maybe this is home. Yeah, this is home. Now, after all my searching, after all my questions, I wanna call it home. After that new mindset, I can finally see the sunset. I'm gonna call it home. Oh, this is home. Now I'm finally where I belong, where I belong. Yeah, this is home. I've been searching for a place of my own.